So I was browsing the internet one day and came upon this. Welcome to Wings of Fire Minecraft, a project underway hoping to bring the concepts of the fantasy book series Wings of Fire to Minecraft Bedrock Edition in the form of an add-on or mod. I haven't really seen much Wings of Fire on Bedrock. I find that a bit surprising as Bedrock is way more popular than Java, probably because you can play on almost anything. Almost. Though that may be the reason there. If you have a PC, you probably play more of Java Edition than Bedrock. If you want to develop a map, add-on, resource pack, you kinda need a PC. Like, have you ever tried making an add-on as a phone? It just doesn't. And this isn't some old 2015 project that was discontinued within a year. I might take a look at these at some point. The first welcome message here is from the beginning of 2021, and at the time of writing that was, what, 7 months ago? The most recent status update was in July. Okay, so I was editing this video, and a new development update just literally happened today. So, yeah. This is really exciting. Wings of Fire on Bedrock, with a possible Java port being actively worked on. I guess this isn't new news, but if I've never seen it before, someone else probably hasn't seen it before either. Looking at the advertisement, this add-on aims to feature all 11 unique dragons from the book with different abilities, strengths, behaviors, and weaknesses, powerful new weapons and armors, new blocks to build and experiment with, a variety of new animals and creatures, beautiful 3D models and textures, new structures and biomes to explore, and amazing new gameplay experiences. How exactly all these will be implemented and executed hasn't really been explained yet, but we do have pictures of the models. Here's the Mudwing. The model has great detail, and the texture really works well with it. Along with pictures, we have some short
GIF
of the animations. There are a total of 6 animations shown. Fire Breath, Mudwing Bite, Mudwing Fly, Mudwing Roar, Mudwing Walk, and Mudwing Sit. I should mention that some of these animations have weird speed because of incorrect formatting, but just know that the speed might be incorrect. Next up is the Sandwing. Looking at these pictures, I'm noticing this sort of weird stitching artifact. I'm not sure whether that's the modeling software or if that's just how Minecraft models work, but I thought it's worth mentioning. Here we have 8 animations on display. The files don't have names, but everything is pretty easy to understand, which is good. We have Sit, Roar, Fire Breath, Bite, Fly, Sleep, Walk, Idle, and this picture of a death pose. Here we have the Seawing with just 5 animations. Fly, Roar, Idle, Walk, and Sleep. Again, death position. I wonder if it's possible to make the spots glow like the glow squid or spider eyes. I think that would be kind of neat. Next is the Leafwing. The amount of detail in these blocky models is impressive. Like the Seawing, the Leafwing has 5 animations. Leafwing Attack, Leafwing Idle, Leafwing Roar, Leafwing Sit, and Leafwing Walk. And of course, Leafwing Dead. Finally, we have the Silkwing. I love the colors here, and look at all those wings. 7 animations here. Silkwing Attack, Silkwing Fly, Silkwing Idle, Silkwing Roar, Silkwing Sit, Silkwing Sleep, and Silkwing Walk. And also Silkwing Dead. That's all the main tribes for now, but we also have Bone Wings and All Wings. Technically, this creature here isn't officially called a Bone Wing, but I think that's a funner name, so that's what I'm going to call it. The Bone Wing has 4 animations. Skella Walk, Skella Roar, Skella Fly, and Skella Attack. Here is Skella Dead. The All Wing has no animations at the moment, but it does have an egg. In fact, there are also Silkwing eggs, Rainwing eggs, Mudwing eggs, Seawing eggs, and Sandwing eggs. There is much more, including banners for each tribe and other creatures, but I just happened to be looking at the list of welcome messages when I found this user, Legit Dragon Boy. Minecraft content creator for everything dragon? I had to check this out and look at this. All kinds of amazing stuff here. And the last upload was only 2 weeks ago. That's better than I do. There are a lot of amazing add-on showcases here. And going over to their MCP EDL page, you can find this. Dragon Mounts 2 Refurbished. This add-on is only a beta, but there is a lot here. Just one problem. I have only a Mac. Minecraft Bedrock is not available on Macs. The Education Edition is? What's up with that? As such, I am somewhat limited because add-ons can't be applied to Nintendo Switch or Xbox 360 or Wii U. I'm going to have to play this on a phone. This is not my favorite way to play. My fingers cover about 30% of the screen, and recording is kind of awkward, but I have no other choice. Well, I suppose I do, but all the other choices are not really worth the time and effort. I could go on and on about this, but I've rambled about my technical problems long enough. It's time to move on. Hopping into the world, the first thing on this page lists is the Ether. I have never actually played the Ether mod, so this will be a great first look at what I've been missing all this time. Ooh, look at that portal. Let's go. Oh, this is interesting. Where am I? Is that? Oh. Okay. Not sure how I ended up here, but it looks like I made it. Look at the grass, and the trees, and the ether phantoms. There's a lot of gold here. Going over to this island, there are ether creepers, too. Looks like they dropped dungeon loot. So many new mobs. After looting all the chests, I kinda fell. But I fell into an ocean? I guess the ether's in the sky, but where's my portal? After a quick search, I found my portal and returned to the ether. Looks like I actually ended up at the other portal this time. I went to this temple thing, and that is a drop. Huh. This looks like some sort of maze. I immediately fell into an invisible lava pit. The blocks here aren't entirely solid. But look! Treasure! By the end of this, I'll be stacked. After a few hours of wandering with more lava pits and monsters and treasure, I found this. Spooky. A few more hours later, I found a door. Inside, the Minotaur head. Proceeding with caution, I tapped it. Whoa! Oh, okay there. I almost just died. This guy is really strong. I managed to get trapped in the ceiling over here. After a few more back and forth stabs, I finally defeated it. Ooh, look at all that loot. After exploring the area for a few more hours, I got to the exit and approached the other boss. This is the Ether Dragon. And I may be unprepared. I didn't have a bow, so this was going to be a long process. These fireballs also keep destroying the ground, but standing on the gold blocks, I'm okay. I continued to attack it with my new Minotaur axe and almost died, but eventually I just gave up and chased in creative mode. Leaving the Ether, I next decided to go to the Nether to find the Nether Dragon. The Nether Dragon can be found at its fortress at 00. But winding up, I couldn't find it. Digging down isn't exactly the smartest idea, but I don't have any other ideas. Let's go. Oh! Oh! Oh. I knew that was a bad idea. But I found it! I destroy the spawners just to make the fight a bit easier, and I climb to the top to start the battle. Here we go. The fight is similar to the Ether Dragon, but the fire is way more powerful. Fortunately, I had a bow this time. I eventually got the dragon stuck and found a spot where I couldn't be attacked, and cleverly exploited it to win the battle. Some might call it cheating, but I call it using exploits to my advantage. Anyway, let's take a look at the tameable dragons. This is the fire dragon. After taming it with stamina, I can ride it with a saddle. Wow, she's fast. And look at all the hearts. Here's the Sky Sailor. They have 4 different colors. This one is gold. We tame one by feeding it dragon meat. Anyway, the Sky Sailor is massive and has even more hearts. The final one I'll take a look at is the Ether Dragon. Yeah, there's a tameable variant. Look at how many hearts it has. That is a ridiculous amount. Using the dragon scales obtained from the boss fights, I can craft dragon scale armor. Obviously, I'm going with the Ether scale armor. Oh, I forgot to mention that they curl up to sleep and it's adorable. There is more, but I don't want to go over everything because there is a lot. I do recommend you take a look at this add-on or others made by Legit Dragon Boy if you have the chance. It's still in beta, so I might come back to this another time. If things go according to plan, I may even have the Windows 10 version by then. But anyways, I love seeing projects like these. And if you want to learn more about them, I have some links below with way more information, including one with the Wings of Fire add-on Discord and the MCPE DL page for Dragon mods to Refurbished. That's all for now. See you next time.